Ladies and gentlemen, Palantir Technologies just got the best IBD stock rating with a composite score of 99 out of 99 due to this technical pattern that is setting it up for a great buy point, especially with earnings coming up here in just a few weeks. Lots of eyes are looking on Palantir. Lots of volatility could be coming ahead. So if you're new to the channel, we're keeping an eye on Palantir. Sorry I was gone for a few days. I'm back, daily videos, checking out this stock. Hit that like button, subscribe for daily videos, and of course, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm collecting the data and dispatching it to you guys. First of all, let's quickly go over Palantir's prices and what did happen today. In terms of trading, absolutely nothing. We consolidated on the day, 0% increase. Now, what we do have for volume is at 44 million. That's slightly below that 50-day moving average of about 50 million. Market cap at 37 billion. One thing to acknowledge with Palantir, last Friday, we see it come down a little bit, and that 18s cooling off into the 17s. I believe that's okay, especially a little bit of a consolidation here. With last week, we had a large incremental gain with Palantir. And with that last Monday trading session, pushing Palantir from 15s basically to the 18s right here. A little bit of a cool off, a little bit of a profit taking in the short term, I think is healthy for the stock, especially, like I said, with lots of volatility coming in the near future. Now, we're going to go back to the price here just in a second. Let's talk about what you guys came here to see. Is that Palantir is right now forging this cup base ahead of the third quarter earnings. And like I said, it received this composite score of 99 out of 99. And what we're seeing with the stock analysis is that the stock is working on a 2024 in terms of price, cup base buy point. And basically how shares are going to handle this week is that bulls are really looking at the improved profitability for PLTR. And especially, this is great to see that this is the IBD stock of the day as it's trying to hold this momentum upcoming with earnings. And if you're new to Palantir, earnings was just announced for when that actual webcast and earnings release was going to happen. We thought it was going to be November 6th or November 7th. That was actually pushed up now to November 2nd, pre-market, now not aftermarket. So we're going to see a lot of volatility likely on November 2nd. We'll be keeping a close eye on that. But looking at Palantir, and especially, is there a buy point right now? And what we see this with Palantir is that recently we've seen a large criticism in terms of its valuation, especially since bears are focusing on the decelerating revenue growth for Palantir stock. Now, one great thing that I'm still keeping with the bullish perspective for Palantir, especially in the long run, is that we've seen earnings per revision, bullish revisions, 5 of those in the last 90 days. Now, this is great, especially with earnings per shares and the profitability. They're profitable right now, important to know, and they're working on diversifying their clientele. And what we've seen right here with Microsoft even posting from the US News and World Report talking about the 8 best defensive stock to buy right now, Palantir is on that list. You remember what we saw with the conflict that we have seen with Israel. Last week on Monday, we saw like an increase of about 5 or 6% in Palantir just due to the increased demand for AI solutions, especially for these defense systems. And that's what Palantir is working to help solve right now and is offering these products. And right now, the government does have a large clientele basis and contractual basis with Palantir Technologies, which brings a lot of revenue and a lot of credibility in terms of the trustworthiness that these products, in terms of data security, effectiveness, and also productivity in terms of data analytics for this AI stock. Now, what the IBD's composite rating, it combines 5 separate proprietary ratings into one easy to use rating. And the fact that all those did give it a score of 99 out of 99 does show you that this new AI platform that Palantir is really focusing on is selling these generative AI products into these commercial markets is really starting to gain traction. And one great thing that we have seen for Palantir in terms of operation and business financials is that they are diversifying, not just sticking with government contracts, but trying to get involved with different sectors. And that's what we've seen in the previous few weeks, with them being the top bidder for that United Kingdom National Health Service contract that's tapping a large sector into the healthcare industry. If they do get that and are confirmed to that contract, we could see a lot of volatility and buying pressure and buying confidence coming into Palantir. And what we've seen, especially with Palantir, is that they've collaborated with other firms such as PwC, which is great. Now, one big criticism that we are seeing are questions: is it too late to buy Palantir stock? And what are going to be the propels of Palantir stock going higher. Now, what we do see from a technical basis, like I said, is that nice cup being formed. And especially if we do have a bullish earnings, with a lot of government contracts we've seen sign, especially with that Department of Defense contract, we could see revenues that are beyond than what Palantir is expected by Wall Street analysts. But of course, it's important to analyze the bearish perspective and the criticism that Palantir and the important questions. Now, what could and what is going to propel Palantir stock higher? And with that being said, it's important to realize, if we look at the summary right here, in terms of a short-term play, that Palantir is up over 118% on the year. So what we could see is profit taking, especially if earnings does not work out. But in terms of a long-term perspective, which is what I'm looking at more personally, is that Palantir is going to work and is the top leader right now for the AI revolution. And they've been in the AI industry for a long time, really separating themselves from these other tech stocks that are much more speculative in nature and much more subject to volatility. Now, with Palantir, the AI revolution does have a large impact in terms of its success. And that is a major variable within the actual stock. But what we have seen is Palantir is continuing to accomplish the predictions that the analysts have put, and it's maintaining this bullish momentum and this bullish commentary that we've seen with Palantir. One important thing, and especially to view Palantir, is yes, it does have a high valuation. It's currently trading at 18 times its trailing sales and 14 times its next year's sales. So there's already a lot of growth that's priced into it at these $17 right here. But however, Palantir is actually still nearly 50% down from its all-time high. If we zoom out on Palantir and really zoom out, you can see Palantir had basically all-time highs around here at the 35. So Palantir is sitting at literally 50% less, and it's incorporated this new AI platform and focusing on AI, Palantir Foundry, all the other different Palantir products that they are selling. Those still need to be captured in the future quarter revenue metrics, in the future quarter earnings per share metrics. So if AI continues to accelerate at the rate that we've seen it, especially in 2023, especially with ChatGPT, all the viralness and the virality that's coming to Palantir stock, then we do have bullish things coming for. So it'll be interesting to see what does happen to Palantir, especially with the volatility that we've seen. If we quickly look at the options here, looking at that November 2nd, we do see right now a decent amount of call volume, a decent amount of also put volume. In the negative side, it's important to acknowledge the bearish potential. People saying, hey, maybe we're going to see lower strike prices. So this is definitely going to be a stock that is always staying on the watch list. They do have a lot of opportunity ahead of themselves, and they do keep outpacing and proving the analysts that they can do better than what they are expected to do. So that's what's keeping Palantir high on my list. And like I said, what we do have with earnings is November 2nd. We're going to be keeping a close eye on that. Great to see here that we could have possibly that 2024, that cut base buy point, setting it as the top score for IBD today, the Investors Business Daily. That is showing bullish things coming into Palantir. So we'll be keeping it up, especially like I said, with that US contract up for grabs. There's big things that are headed for Palantir. Lots of revenue things that are coming in. So we'll be keeping a close eye. Like I said, take care. Peace out. I'll catch you guys later. And we are back in the daily videos.